Yes, this is Nurturing the Nurturers. My name remains Olubunmi Adewole Babatunde. If it's not sounding musical, it's not me saying it. Okay. All right, so welcome to the channel. Today I am discussing overcoming self-pity. Overcoming self-pity. Okay, this is it. I have said it before that I'm going to be doing a series, and I started some weeks back. I'm doing overcoming series. So if you keep hearing overcome, just keep overcoming with me. Just keep overcoming. Okay. All right. So overcoming self-pity. What is self-pity? Self-pity is that state of mind where you feel less than yourself, and probably because you're going through some very rough times, or you have already gone through some very rough times, you do not feel at par. You do not feel your best self. You feel the pain, and the pain or the shame of what you have gone through has a way of trying to become an identity for you. So it's a pitiable state where that's what you're constantly thinking about. You don't see your strengths anymore. You don't believe in yourself anymore. The pains you have gone through, the struggles, the trauma are beginning to serve like a stamp on you. So what do you do? Okay, first things first. It will be a lot of wisdom to first identify whether you are at that state or that place in your life. If you're at that place in your life where you constantly pity yourself, probably what you need to realize is you have survived. Even if you are still going through the process of that rough time, you are still a survivor. Are you alive? Yes, most likely, because you're watching me. A dead man can't watch this video. You are still strong. You are strong. I must say it again, and I want you to hear it. You are strong. You are alive. You may not realize the depth or the content of all you have in your toolbox of life that shows you that you are alive. It hasn't killed you. Even if it's a sickness, let's say for instance you've gotten a diagnosis of something that tells you you have a terminal sickness. Let me tell you this, with every breath that you still take and you are still here on this side of the world, you have something to offer. So give it your best. If tomorrow then is the end, know that you finished well in a very gallant, very honorable manner. I'm telling you, do not allow self-pity rob you of the moment that you have. Even if the moment you have now is just 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes is what you can use to encourage someone, or to write a statement that will stay for life, or to write a statement that would be a song, or write a song, whatever. Utilize each moment, realizing that you have depth of goodness to offer to the world. Let me tell you something quickly. Some of us, I think it's actually something that is online, and it's not even something online. It's online. It's not that maybe, it is actually online, but that's where I got to see it. There was this America's Got Talent situation setup where a particular lady came. I'm sure you know her. She called herself Nightbird. She has become a sensation, and she has motivated many of us, I inclusive. If she ever gets to see this, let her know that yes, she has done a lot. Okay. Now, she sang a song, and her song was less than 3 minutes. I don't even think it was up to 3 minutes. Now, this is a song she said was birthed at a time in her life when she was really going through a very rough time. As at the time when she gave the talk, when she did the presentation on America's Got Talent, she actually was still going through those challenges. But she braced up, decided to be courageous, wrote the song, didn't accept defeat, and she came and gave this song. The song is actually called It's Okay. You could please go and check and watch that song. I have sang that song a number of times to my mind. I just needed my mind to hear it. It's okay. There's some other things she said that helped one to see that, yes, things may be tough. You may even end very soon. But come to think of it, what impact have you made on earth? Allow yourself. See, one of the things that self-doubt does, self-pity. One of the things that self-pity does is it robs you of your ability to blossom. So you need to fight it. You need to take a stand against self-pity. Yes, you have a painful story. Yes, I have been in a situation in life where as the situations were coming, the tough times were coming on and on and on and on and on, I felt so sad. I looked at my life at a time and I felt, what? Never in a million years could I have contemplated that my life would have all these numerous challenges put together. Why? I even started asking myself, did I offend God? Is God angry at me? Thank God for the Bible. The Bible actually helped, to put me back in shape and all of that. So there was that time in my life where I felt, but I don't think I have ever accepted a place of pity. But I know I've accepted a place of sadness and sorrow. It was almost becoming an identity. So maybe yes, it was self-pity. Now this is it. I'm also going to tell you this. If people around you who call themselves your friends and family are ashamed of your pain and would rather mock you, please stay far from them. It is time to do what we will call loving them from afar. This is what I mean. At a time in my life, a particular time, things were rough. And I couldn't voice out to tell people what was happening. And so I did one thing, which was I just kept silent and I continued with my life. At another time, around this period, I broke down emotionally, and there were some people who had the guts to say it to me. At least they put it on social media, they knew I would understand, that I was carrying myself with pity party. The pity party. People have, because they can put words together, they just label it on you. I had to go through the process of forgiving, but I also learned a lesson. This person is ashamed of my pain. You have to think about that. I still love you, but I'm going to stay far from you. Because for crying out loud, I did not choose my pain. I do not know if you understand what I mean. There are challenges that some of us go through. We didn't sit down, go to God and say, God, please, this is the one I want. Okay, I sign, I want it. No, you didn't choose it. You found yourself having to deal with it. This is your reality. So I'll beg you, that's the second thing. Check those who are around you. If you have people who are not helping you to go through your rough times, you may need to move, shift, and love them from afar. So the first thing is realize that you have strength. You do have strength. 2, check around you. If you do not have support system, please reshuffle. 3, which is my next point, look for good support system. Now, the support system you may have may not be the number of people, a crowd of people who can cheer you on. It may be just 1 or 2 people you may have to sit down and have a heart-to-heart to. And of course, be sure that there are people who are mature enough to give you that, not people who will sit down to your face and mock you again. I've also experienced that. I opened up to the wrong person and the person was kind enough to mock me to my face. Carry on. We're blessed human beings. But this is my point. Check it out. Check your support system. They could really help. They could really, really help if you have mature people who could help you. Another thing you could possibly do is this. Start to rebuke spirits that may be trying to flood your mind with negativity. I'm not saying that you wouldn't fight the battles. The battles are still there and you must fight them. And I hope you win. I really hope you would win. Yes, I really, really pray and hope you would win. But please find a way to simply find better information to come to your mind so you are not flooded and overwhelmed with the negativity of the situation you are in. Hope has to be built. Faith has to be built. You need it. The next thing I'll ask for you to do is build joy. Joy can be generated through gratitude. Start to be grateful for the bits that you have. I call it the bits because sometimes it will look that way from that viewpoint of pity. You pity yourself. You feel, oh no, is this me? But just be grateful. I have life. This battle is not yet over. Maybe this is round 50. But who knows, there may still be room for more rounds where you can now win. Maybe it will be around 52 that you win. You know, when you're in the fighting ring, you know, oh, this is round A, round 1, round 10, round 50, and you're like, whoo, and you're like, I'm tired. But push on, just push on. So be grateful, build that thing of gratitude. It really helps the mind. I hope these have helped. Please share your own thoughts. How have you dealt with self-pity? One more thing, yes, 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 yes. Thank God I didn't forget this. It will be helpful for you to forgive, whether it is yourself or others who have hurt you in this particular state. Now, what it does is it sets you free and removes some burdens off your shoulders. So think about it. Maybe in this situation you have started to really, really get offended at God. You are angry at Him. You are telling yourself, God, you haven't done me well. It is time for you to forgive Him. It sounds odd. I had a video some time ago, I discussed it. I said forgiving God, and I know that must have sounded, or offended in God, something like that. That must have sounded very, very odd saying, but it's necessary, because some of us feel we have a reason to be offended at God, maybe because we feel disappointed. We have trusted Him several times. That thing we're trusting Him for hasn't happened. It is beginning to kill our hope, kill our trust, and we're even thinking of a plan B, or even losing out on the whole idea totally. We're just, it's a hard place to be. Please, this is time to sit down with God and have that conversation. Lord, I was angry. Lord, I've been disappointed because I keep believing you for this. It doesn't happen. But Lord, I choose to no more hold that grudge, because you are still the one who can help me through. You're still the one who can give me victory. I am sorry for holding this grudge against you. Forgive me. And yes, Lord, I forgive you. I know some people will say, how dare you? Let me help you understand. Forgiveness is simply saying, I no more hold a grudge against you. I no more count it against you. Some of us feel it's a prideful statement to say when I forgive a person. No, I'm not prideful by saying I forgive a person. I'm simply saying I hold no grudge against you anymore. So that's the same thing I'm asking you to do. Don't hold a grudge against God anymore. It is you shooting yourself in the leg. So let it go. Let it go. The pain is heavy, but let it go. It's part of your healing. It's part of your healing. So I think I'll leave it here. And I'll trust that, yes, you will fight through and you will win. I have my battles. I trust God, I'll fight through and I will win. Yes, I will. And even if we do not win on this side of eternity, the truth about it is this: we will live our lives to the fullest. We will give it our best. We will fulfill purpose. And yes, someday it will be lovely to hear God say, well done, well done. Even if you didn't get all that I promised here on earth or there on earth. Yes, well done. You did me proud. The devil will never be able to use you to insult God. It won't happen. Take a stand. The devil will never be able to use me to insult God. It's not going to happen. No, nothing do me and God. We're fine. Don't worry, just leave me. This is how I handle things with I am God. And I use it to shame the devil. He can't win. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely, lovely day. Have a lovely day.